Welcome to Some Awesome Films. I'm Rob.
And I'm Jared.
Today we're going to review Man of Steel.
Yeah, Matt Schneider's.
Matt Schneider. Let's go with Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder directed this.
Yeah.
You know, the guy did 300,
Yeah.
Watchmen.
Christopher Nolan, did he produce it or write it, or what did he actually do?
I think he had a bit of a hand in the story and he produced it, but David S. Goya was the screenwriter.
Okay.
Who did also the Batman trilogy with Nolan as well.
So this was supposed to be the Batman of Superman.
The Batman Begins
Or
of
Batman
Superman.
Begins of Superman.
Superman Begins again.
So as long as it was an improvement of the 2006
Superman Returns.
Oh man. Oh.
Yeah.
It was an improvement
one?
at least.
It was.
Good.
That's good. That's a step up.
Yep.
We're getting
Bravo.
there.
You achieved. Well, I don't think it's much. You could film a turd in the toilet and it'd probably
Chuck a cape on it, chuck it around.
better than Superman Returns.
Man of Stool.
I see that now.
But basically, the movie opens up with Kryptonite. Or Krypton.
Yep.
Now
the planet.
You chuck me off with that poop. The planet, Russell Crowe, Jor-El, and Michael Shannon's General Zod are kind of having a bit of words.
Yeah.
General Zod kind of wants to take over. He's a military man. Where Jor-El is a science man, and he's saying Krypton is fucked.
It's about to go. We gotta save the species.
Let's get out of here. And General Zod is like, I want to save the species, but I want to save specific people and bloodlines. Where Jor-El's kind of like, the hell, man? Like, help everyone.
So, naturally, Jor-El decides to root his wife and create his own baby.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Let's make our own
I'd do that.
rule.
If the world's about to end and I had a wife, I'd say, let's root.
Let's knock it out. 9 months later. We've got 9 months.
Maybe it works quicker there.
Have the kid, send him out into space, send him off to Earth.
Yeah.
Then we'll get blown up.
Yeah, meanwhile, their planet goes and...
General Zod gets arrested for trying to,
But nice, when you arrest someone just before your planet's about to blow up, make sure that you take the prisoners off the planet before the...
up.
Because
And put them away.
if that doesn't happen, you won't have bad guys in the plot for your movie.
And that was the thing. With General Zod, he gets put away in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
And then he says, the second the Krypton blew up, I was free.
Yeah.
Which was probably 10, maybe 20 minutes after he got put away.
Because Jor-El's wife, whatever her name was again, she left the sentence, went back home, and then the place blew up.
Yeah.
So it can't have been, an hour, maybe.
That was terrible. Really paid for his crimes. But then all the other Kryptons were dead all over the galaxy. They couldn't find any alive ones. It was like 10 minutes. That was a fucking long 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I suppose they kind of justify it by saying, they had to escape the Phantom Zone as well. They were free from their ice cubicles.
That's right, yeah, they were just smart and
they had to
stuff. But anyway, they hunted down Clark.
Yeah, they hunt down Clark,
or Kal-El, whatever.
Kal-El, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, they hunted him down. Eventually they found him. Unfortunate.
But luckily for him, he was adopted by Jonathan Kent, good old Johnny Kent, and Martha Kent, the old Kent Farm duo.
Kevin
Costner and Diane Lane. Now, Kevin Costner...
Bit of a fucking useless dad, let's face it.
They kind of make it... They make you think he's a fantastic father figure for Clark. Because...
He's given all these worldly advice to...
They do it in a... they don't do it in chronological order. They
place.
jump around. They show Clark as an adult doing these things. And it's like, why would he do that? Because his father told him to do that. Because Jonathan Kent taught him all these lessons and then Uncle Bender into a tornado.
Don't... If you're going to tell your dad that... If you're going to, a foster dad or whatever, and...
you can say you can do his stuff without him.
Yeah, then...
He'll hold you to it. He'll go, all right, nah, you're right, do it.
If
Good
a
luck.
tornado's coming, maybe hold off the argument if you want him to live.
He'll put that guilt trip on you.
And then for the rest of your life, your mum, Martha, will stay at the farm just smoking weed or something to an alien.
Being so relaxed over everything that ever happened. But Jonathan Kent messes Clark up.
The Kent family.
You think he's a good dude. You'd accept, you think, he's a good dude.
Yeah,
but it's not until Russell Crowe comes in that you realise, man, Jonathan was
many years after.
He's bad.
This is
a bad dude.
When Superman, or when Clark's about 32 or 33 or something, I think it was. He finds the memories
of Jor-El.
Or basically his dad. It's basically his dad.
Yeah.
Of his dad. And he comes in and actually basically just says to him, what have you been doing all this time, man?
Because Jonathan Kent's been like, don't use your powers in public. Don't help these people. If you have to let them die, let them die.
Yeah.
Don't let the world know who you are. Because they're not ready to know about that they're not alone in the universe.
Yeah. Jor-El comes in and says, I sent you here to look after
I sent you here to do stuff. I sent you here to be a god, to, help these people.
And then be the man that you need to be. Have you learned to fly yet?
Have you done anything? Here's your outfit. Here's your family outfit. Get out there and do something. Get practicing. So, hone your skills.
But I think it was obviously good that they had... Russell Crowe was the father figure in this.
Yeah.
Whereas,
he was the helpful father.
Jonathan Kent, like Kevin Costner, he didn't make much appearance at all. Probably good for Clark, otherwise it would have made
good thing he left. I think Jonathan Clark kind of clocked out because he realized, you know what, I'm doing a bad thing here, and I can't fix this. I'm out. Because Zod comes to Earth, of course, big evil Zod, and he's like, I'm going to come and give me Clark, I'll kill everyone. Mm-hmm. And Jonathan Kent's message to Clark was the world isn't ready for finding out there's aliens and stuff. Mm-hmm. Guess what? No one cared. No one cared at all. Except for America. Zod sent out a mass world message to everyone in the world saying, give me Clark or I'll kill everyone. Because he didn't know it was Clark, so he's just like, give me one of my people. There's someone hiding, send him out, climbing. And you never hear from any other country in the world again about how they react. In fact, all the people who do react, like the Daily Planet and stuff, they're just chilling out, doing their work. They're doing. No one cared.
Yeah. Did you notice that?
There was an ice cream truck driving around when Superman was throwing down.
Right? Morpheus tells all his workers, right, time to leave the building, people. You know what? If the world's been threatened by aliens, I ain't going to fucking work. I'm not going into work, Lawrence Fishburne.
He only tells them, like, after a couple buildings next door fall down.
Time to leave the building, people.
We got to get out of here. Our building could be next. But yeah, there's a lot of military,
Yeah. Proud moments.
Let's do it. We can do it. Yeah. We can fight aliens with a knife.
Can fight aliens. Which one do we need to shoot? Just shoot all of them.
Do anything. Blow them up.
Which that to me ruined a lot of this movie. Not ruined. Sorry, ruin's the wrong word. Disappointed of that.
Disappointed.
They didn't need that. It didn't need it. Like the Batman trilogy. They didn't have any American army.
It was in Gotham, USA. All right.
Yeah.
It was just Gotham.
It didn't need it. Like. Army presence, fair enough, but don't keep reminding everyone that this is America.
USA. And then having Superman at the end being like, I am Superman of America.
Yeah. I mean, I know that the comic was sort of that anyway, but...
I mean, Captain America was less American than Superman.
He was. At least he worked by himself. Like, he didn't need a whole army to go there. And how many generals and colonels want to, like, try and take on the
Zorro or whatever her name was?
Yeah, whatever that chick's name is.
Farah. Probably the most badass. She was more badass than General Zod. She actually fought people.
The fight scenes were kind of cool.
Action was cool. Dragon Ball Z'd it.
A little bit messy. Like they were thrown around through buildings and all over the place.
Debris and lens flares.
Every now and again they threw out like a choreographed little fight scene which looked awesome, but they didn't do it enough.
The start.
Yeah,
the start. Russell Crowe and Zod threw it down like a badass fist fight.
There was a little bit too much flying and smashing through building. It was a little bit Transformers for my liking.
It was.
A little bit. But it was still cool. Like, I still liked it.
Lois Lane's in it as well.
Yeah.
Of course. You gotta have Lois Lane if it's Superman. Amy Adams is Lois Lane.
Yeah, with that massive nose.
Yeah.
What's going on? I never know she had like a... Yeah, I think it was a 3D nose.
Yeah, the 3D pointed that one out.
Whoa!
But she's very hands-on. She's a Daily Planet reporter. But she's, really good at her job. Yeah, because no matter where there is a story, she's there. Yeah. Even if that story falls from out of space and lands, somewhere else.
What should have been hundreds of miles.
She will be there in a second.
It's all very convenient.
But I didn't mind her. I thought she was pretty good.
Look, all the actors did really well. No emotion going on there. Though. There was no smiling,
which was disappointing.
Laughing,
they had all these. They built up like you got to become the man you want to. You have to be. He doesn't do it. He plateaus the whole movie.
It's a bit inhuman.
Russell Crowe goes, go out there, kick ass. And that's what he does. He doesn't, his skill doesn't increase. He doesn't, get that final, hoo-ha, I am now Superman. It's just, he's just averaged it.
Yeah.
Did it. He's always Superman, apparently.
Yeah.
Never needed any more skills. He learned to fly, sure. That was the only new skill we really saw.
Yeah, that really was.
Besides that, when Zod came,
he got stronger or something. So that was the other thing. There was no grand moment.
No.
And they needed that grand moment.
They did.
Because
they missed out.
Otherwise, because he seemed a bit weak, to be honest.
The moment that should have been was when he destroyed this thing. He was weak to a thing. Like, it was like his kryptonite kind of thing.
Actually, do you know what it should have been?
That should have been it.
I compare this to The Matrix a little bit, because you got half the fucking actors from The Matrix in there. And let's face it, Superman is Neo. there should have been the bit where Neo realizes who he was. The bullets stop, and then just whoops their asses. And it should have been that grand.
It should have been.
After that, he should have then just absolutely whooped the ass of General Zod.
But that didn't happen.
It just didn't happen, which is a shame.
Happen.
But whatever.
He was just a brawler. He was a brawler from start to finish. That was it.
I can criticize, but I didn't make it, so it is what it is.
It is
Move
what
on.
it is. It was kind of lengthy. 3D sucked. 3D I'll say it. 3D was awful. There's the nice thing for DC fans out there is there's a couple of Easter eggs of sorts, like Wayne Enterprises, LexCorp.
A hint of Aquaman.
Some shots that stood out in our minds that were kind of like, what was the point of that? But within a little more research and thought, they are kind of, they could be, not saying they are, they could be references to Aquaman. Supergirl is an obvious one because that was a comic that said, this
there an empty
this ship he's going into is a Supergirl ship. So
that's pretty cool. That had lots. I'm sure there's lots of other little things.
Yeah, I'm sure when the Blu-ray comes out, people will frame by frame.
Let us know, like if anyone else caught anything else. Comment below.
Tell us.
Chat about it. Anyway, I'm going to 3.5 stars out of 5.
That sounds fair. Man of Steel, not Batman Begins, not Superman Begins. Just Man of Steel.
Man of Stool. Somebody go make that, please.